So I'm just closing my actual fifth funded deal. Over 50% of my database has at least engaged with me in some way. They've been quality. They've committed to giving you their documents, which is really hard to get from clients actually. And the referrals. They know me now. I am their mortgage guy.
What would you say? It's been 6 months now. Second round, we're doing this, and what can you share? Like, if you were to summarize everything that's happened in the last 6 months.
Well, in 6 months, it was more than I could handle. So from the very start in October till now, we've had to scale it back even because I was getting too many leads. But the CRM takes over a lot of that managing for me. So they're coming in quicker than I can deal with them, but the CRM stays on top of that for you. So I really like that part about it. So if you sort of forget about a lead for a few days, they're still getting contacted by text message and email constantly until you can get to them or until they tell you, please stop, or we're not interested anymore. And then you have the ability to be able to go in there and turn that off, which I really like. My favorite part, once you start getting contacts, which happens very quickly, is that the CRM really manages it for you because it can be very overwhelming. And they have a really, you guys have a really great way of keeping your contacts organized in a way that you can manage them. And it keeps it, the text messages and the emails are interchangeable so that you're not having to actually do anything from your phone. But it appears as if you do. So I really like the way the CRM lets you interact with your clients. And the recording of the calls is really nice because you can go back in and listen to them. So I still use the CRM, and we dialed back my ads campaign so that I was spending about half, maybe more than half, and I still am getting, 1 to 2 leads a day, or none for 2 days and then 4 on one day. So even with that small amount of ad that I'm spending, my CRM every day tells me contact this lead after they've pushed through the initial, like, thanks for reaching out email, which I really appreciate because I can't do that all the time because the CRM sends them an automatic message that they don't realize is automated. So they're then texting or emailing you back, and I have to actually go back and be like, what are we talking about? Because I didn't send that initial email or text message. So it really helps bring in the client to think that they're talking to you when you're just sending them automated messages. You're not having to actively go and engage them all the time. It does it for you in the background. You can catch up really quickly with the contact just by opening their profile, and all the history that you didn't even do is still there. And they come in so quickly that it's actually really hard to remember what you've said to people. There's no way that I could manage this database without an assistant. My pipeline kind of started to get empty, and then you reached out to me, and I thought, okay, like, let's see. You're never going to be able to commit to what you say you're going to do, but okay, I'll give you 3 months. Let's see if you can fill up my pipeline. And within, I think it was like 2 weeks, I was like, whoa, time out. Like, you're overwhelming me. I didn't think that you would be able to do that for me, and it happened really quickly. So my pipeline right now is definitely full, and I didn't have that before. Like, I was just waiting for old clients to just phone me and just hope that my phone rang. But now, yeah, it's definitely ringing. They book their own appointments. So I can see already that my calendar has appointments for this week that they just are self-booking. Proof that the pipeline does get filled. Then we adjusted the filters, and now I'm getting much more quality leads. So we've sorted out the ones that were just kind of tire kicking, and now the people that are coming through are a lot more genuine.
So
Yep,
over the past 6 months, we've spent $1,834. Because we have those automations, first of all, people get booked on your calendar, and
yeah.
or there's automations that get people talking and they start to respond to you.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it sounds like, I could tell that you were getting really busy. So you were kind of focusing on the people who are showing that effort, have booked an appointment or responded to emails or the texts and stuff like that. Based on those people where you've gotten engagement, how many of those have you been able to turn into closed deals and pre-approvals?
So I'm just closing my actual fifth funded deal. And then in the appointment book, I've got 14 of those have sent me documents, and 8 more are actually shopping.
And
And
how do you
those
feel?
5 that have
Yeah.
closed, they've been quality. They send me their documents, they start shopping, and they're not ones that you kind of have to baby anymore, which I really like too. Because once they get passed over into the red, then you know that they're serious. Like, they've committed to giving you their documents, which is really hard to get from clients actually. So, and the referrals. Out of those ones that have closed, I've already gotten 3 referrals. They know me now. I am their mortgage guy, which you always want to be, which is ultimately the goal, right? So like I would never have gotten those clients and their future referrals from them without you, obviously, every week telling me to get out there, because that's also important. And the CRM. You're also a huge motivator, because it's one thing to have a CRM and all these clients coming in, but you call me every week and you keep me accountable. Like you are part of the deal. And I think that that's value in that cost that we pay. And you can get a CRM anywhere, but you come with this one.
What's the extra that we are doing as well to make sure that you get success?
Well, the courses for sure. Like I go back and watch those courses once in a while to give myself a little refresher. But honestly, it's our weekly one-on-ones. I know that every Wednesday you and I are going to have this 20-minute, half an hour check. And I'm like, I look forward to them because I know that you're going to keep me on that week again for the next week.
We don't do anything fake around here, right? We send you quality people,
Oh, no.
real people.
You promised me leads and you definitely gave them to me. What I do with them is up to me. I almost quit because it was too much. So we dialed it back instead. I didn't think you could do half and you doubled it. I didn't really have any formal training with sales. They're all there. If you wanted to lightning focus in on some of those sales ideas, there's resources there. Like I just used tidbits of it and I saw results. I couldn't imagine if you used the entire system, the results you'd see. 5-star review. It helps that you and I get along now too. Like we see each other once a week now. So you're a real person, not just this telemarketing scam or whatever, like, which is what I thought you were when you called me, but we've moved way past that by now.
Yeah, I did cold call you, so that's cool. If I cold call and I get business, I imagine I can help you get the business too when they're coming to you.
Exactly. And that's the key for me, because I don't like cold calling. These people are coming to me. They're interested. They're booking appointments with me. So I feel like I'm in a different dynamic with them already, because I'm not asking them for something that they don't already want.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, honestly, you've done great work. I mean, for $1,800 that you put into ads and you've got 5 closings in the short term.
Yeah. Not to mention what's coming. Like that's half a file.
Great work. Great work.
It's great.
Good stuff.
Well, thanks. I do what I can.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Doria. Thank you so much.
No problem.